You've spoken earlier about how you arrived at $30 a month as the pricing. Is there a certain framework that you probably arrived at for people who are just starting off, new products? How do we price it correctly for a market?
It is a very difficult thing for founders to charge a lot for their products.
Exactly.
Think about it this way. These products are our children. They're our babies. And unlike how a mother might think of their child, for whom their children are perfect, for us, it's the opposite. Our products are never perfect. They're always imperfect. And we're always somewhat embarrassed to get them out there. It's actually interesting. It's kind of the opposite, in fact, to how parents think about their children. And so in a sense, we feel somewhat embarrassed. We feel embarrassed to charge the thing it might actually be worth. And there are many mistakes founders can make. We could think about charging for it based on cost, for how much it costs us for us to deliver. We can think about charging based on the markets. Well, everyone else charges this much, so I'm going to charge just a little bit lower. Very rarely do we charge based on the value it's providing to the user, because it's harder for us to think about that. And even more rarely do I see founders charging based on position. Now, Superhuman, of course, is a premiumly positioned piece of software. And so we actually don't charge based on how much it costs for us to make. We don't charge based on how much the market charges. Obviously, Gmail is essentially free. What we do charge is on the value it provides to users, which is tremendous value, and on the position that we're taking, which is we're 100% confident that we've built the most premium position for Superhuman. We've built the best email product in the market. So that's the first thing, which is pricing always starts with positioning. And I've previously shared frameworks like on the NFX framework about how to determine your positioning. Now, once you do figure out what the positioning is, the question is, well, then how do you determine pricing? The quickest and fastest way to do this is with the Van Westendorp pricing methodology. You essentially ask 4 questions. Number 1, at what price would Superhuman become too expensive? You simply wouldn't buy it. Number 2, at what price would Superhuman be too cheap? You also wouldn't buy it because you'd be worried about its quality or its value. It seems like it wouldn't be high enough quality to use. Number 3, at what price would Superhuman become expensive? So you'd have to think about buying it. But you know what? At the end of the day, you'd still actually buy it. And number 4, at what price points would Superhuman be a bargain for the money? Startups actually revolve around question number 4 because they're selling into a greenfield market. So the entire market is up for grabs. And so what you're actually trying to do is grab as many users as quickly as possible before they get on a competing product. But Superhuman doesn't have a competing product. No one has gone after the niche that we've created because we have a premium product and we're the first to enter our segment. And so it's a little bit different. It's going after an incumbent. It's convincing people at this point to switch away from Gmail and at a certain point down the line to switch away from Office 365. And so we orient around the third question, the premium question. At what point will Superhuman become expensive, but at the end of the day, you'll still buy it because of your time is so valuable and you can't afford to block your team, to miss opportunities, or to damage your reputation. These things are intrinsic to who you are. Now, for us, the median answer to the third question was $29 per month. We then spoke to some pricing consultants, and they told us that, ending a price with 9 really singles value, not premium or high end. So let's round it up. Let's make it $30 a month, and that will signal the premium position that you want to.
So that's how we do it. And I think it's the fastest way for any startup to do it.